Hey loves, it's Nika Carly. So, wanted to shoot a quick video for you guys. I haven't shot a video in a long time because I was so sick. So I'm back and let's talk about doing what it takes. So there are a lot of things that are going to come up for you in your life, in your business, in your relationships that maybe aren't exactly what you want, right? It's not exactly what you want to happen right then. And you're like, I've been doing all this mindset work and I've been doing all this energy work and this is not what I wanted. This is not who I wanted to be. That, I'm failing at life, right? I'm failing at being me. And then during these times, you're going to have you can see it as a challenge, as an obstacle, or you can see it as an opportunity. So when these times come, and these times will come over and over and over, and they will come throughout your entire life. And if you're an artist, and if you're a visionary, if you're a creative, they will come even more than for other people. And you might say that that's not fair and everything, but you've been gifted. You've been gifted with something inside of you that's going to change the world, and you've been gifted with something that can actually make a real impact and change here. And so with that comes great responsibility, right? With great power comes great responsibility. And so with your gifts you're going to also receive some resistance. It's up to you to really look at these times and these moments and say, okay, so what am I willing to do, right? What am I willing to give? Who am I willing to be? Who am I willing to become to move through this? Yeah. And a lot of times it's like, okay, I need to get over this. I need to stomp this into submission, and I need to win at all costs. But sometimes that's not what you're being asked to do. Sometimes you're being asked to surrender. Most often you're being asked to surrender. And a lot of times it's just easier to try to power through, and it's easier to try to force our way and just action. And sometimes you will be you're called to the fire and you're being asked to slow down. And it doesn't mean that you're not taking action, right? And that's a big thing that I think a lot of us as creatives, we have this misunderstanding about the difference between ease and effortless action and not doing anything, yeah? So I want you to understand that it's really about who you are and who you're willing to be in addition to what you're willing to do. And sometimes that doing is taking action. Sometimes that doing is, whatever it is, taking on a job that you perhaps wouldn't take on, or that maybe you actually love, but you haven't given yourself a chance because you think it needs to be in a certain city, or you think that it needs to be with a certain company, or you think that it needs to be in a specific field, whereas you're actually being asked to step into something different. Perhaps it's in your relationship and you're like, okay, well, I want that love, I want that soulmate stuff, I want the juicy, good stuff. But you're expecting it to look a certain way. Or you think that you need to move first, and you need to get a house first, or you need to move and live by the beach or in the mountains first, or you need to, your career needs to take off, or you need to have accomplished a certain amount of degrees or something before you can find that soulmate love. And you're limiting yourself, you're limiting the greatness and the brilliance that's waiting for you because you think it has to look a certain way. So what are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up? Who are you willing to become in order to have what you want? Really start to look at things and say, okay, so how am I blocking this? How am I blocking my blessings? How am I telling myself, or where am I telling myself that it has to be a certain way? And then you're missing out, right? Then you're completely missing out. So then when these obstacles come up, you view them as obstacles rather than saying, okay, so this is an opportunity, right? It might be a challenge, okay? But it doesn't have to be a struggle. How can you allow it to be an opportunity? And the way that you do that is by opening yourself up and really surrendering to what is out there for you. And when you need it to look a certain way, when you're trying to play God, in the sense that you need it to be I'm going to be in control of the how, and it's going to look like this, and I'm going to do this, and it's going to go in this order, and it's going to be specifically like this. And then you wonder why things aren't working, right? You're like, okay, so I'm not quite sure what the problem is. Maybe I'm the problem. I need to be fixed. I'm going to have to fix myself first before I can, have X, Y, and Z, or be this or that. So it's about letting that part go, right? You have God in you, right? You are this physical manifestation of God's love, but your role is not God's role. Okay, he's going to take care of the how. But when you're spending all of your time trying to control everything, right? And you're trying to do his job, then you're not doing your job. Okay, you're worried about all the stuff that is really outside of your control rather than allowing yourself to surrender that stuff and then actually doing what is in your control. And what is in your control is raising your vibration. What is in your control is looking at who you are versus who you need to be in order to really receive your desires and to live like even more in a place of even more joy, even more expansiveness, and even more love. Because that's what we want, right? We want the things that we want because we believe that they're going to make us feel good. We believe that they're going to make us feel better. We believe that they're going to give us more freedom and more joy and more, like orgasmic pleasure and more connection, and just will be like more us, right? And so how can you allow yourself to raise your vibration? How can you allow yourself to do what needs to be done, to do your meditation, to do your yoga practice, to move your body, to eat yummy, healthier foods, to journal, to do perhaps like energy work of whatever kind it may be. Perhaps it's EFT, perhaps it's working with crystals, perhaps it is your yoga practice, whatever it may be. How can you allow yourself to do more gratitude and have a gratitude practice? Give yourself, dedicate the next 30 days to doing a gratitude practice. Your life will change. Your life will absolutely change, right? So these are the things that you can control. When you're focused on the how, and I need to do this, and I've got to do this, and it's got to be in this order, and I'm going to move here and do this, and buy this, and have this, and accomplish this, and invest in this, and and it has to go in this order, and blah, 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 then you're trying to take over God's job. So I want you to let that part go and start to do your job. Do your job. Okay, do your job and really begin to show up as the woman, as the man that you need to be in order to receive and live and expand into your desires. So that is your chit chat for today. And thanks for watching. And yeah, I absolutely love you guys. And I might write something for you a little bit later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of see how the day goes. But I'm so excited to actually have a voice again, like literally and figuratively, and to be back with you guys. So be on the lookout for more yummy stuff, always. And if you would like to talk love and talk expansiveness and talk purpose and your soul's potential and really step into who you are, and if you want to begin taking big, unapologetic action on your dreams and creating this high vibration life and business that completely turns on your soul, then reach out to me, because I would love to have a conversation with you and see if I can help you get where you want to be. So go to nikacarly.com/session and go ahead and fill it out and apply and hop on my calendar and let's have a little chit chat. Okay. I think that's it for today. I love you guys. And yeah, if you have any comments, if you'd like to talk about how you're going to expand and what you're willing to do and what you can commit to with your own soul care practice, then leave a comment below or shoot me a message. And because I love hearing from you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching and have an amazing day. And oh, if you're in Vegas, head over to barefootsanctuary.com and sign up for my Orgasms, Money, and God workshop. So if you want to hang out with me live, you can hang out with me on April 23rd. And that's really about liberation and soul and becoming who you know you're meant to be and allowing your abundance and your love and your greatness and your brilliance and becoming completely unapologetic in who you are and how you show up in the world. You know, the kind of stuff that we always do, right? So head over to barefootsanctuary.com and then go to the events tab and sign up for that, okay? And that's on April 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. a Saturday. So that's it. And yeah, I love you. Have an awesome day. And as always, here's to your untaming. Bye, loves.